designing the Adapt range, what we wanted to do was create a family of product which was specifically designed to improve adaptation to rough terrain. So in a lot of workplaces, the surfaces are very rough and a lot of injuries occur from walking on rough surfaces. So what we've done in the design is we've created really deep flex grooves through the rear foot areas and also through the lateral forefoot. And what that does is it acts like a little bit like independent suspension on a four-wheel drive. So allow the boot to flex and move and articulate and slow down the movement speed when adapting to rough surfaces. And that gives the body more time to be able to stabilise itself. Also increase the amount of contact area on the lateral side, specifically through the midfoot area. This has two key benefits, one of which is to match the natural loading pattern of the foot. Similar to if you're walking along the beach, you'd notice that you have contact area through this midfoot section. It also increases the amount of contact area on the lateral side, increasing the amount of stabilisation forces. We've also have these key lateral flanges here, and that has two key effects. One of which is to increase the amount of contact area, but also to increase the leverage. So the longer the lever, the more force and more stabilising force is applied. We've also got areas of ridging through the midfoot area here. And what that does is it provides support in the longitudinal plane, but still allows torsional and flexion movement to allow it to move and articulate to rough surfaces. What we've done with the upper is to really create an integrated system, which we call our articulated fit. And it has areas to allow expansion and contraction as the foot moves and the arch rises and falls during the different phases of the gait cycle. So each eyelet is completely independent, and there's an internal webbing structure that runs from the eyelet right down into the midsole, so that as you pull the laces, you get this full harness type fit as it wraps up and around. We also have very flexible shaft of the boot, so as you're walking through the mid stance, it allows the leg to move forward over the foot and it helps develop that stored elastic energy in your tendons and your ligaments in your foot and your body. We've also tried to create a really light boot so that to reduce worker fatigue. So we've got a really light compound, a new proprietary compound which is called Enduralon, really nice and light and responsive, but it really helps reduce the overall weight of the boot. We've also designed the heel of the boot to specifically match the movement pattern and your angles of initial contact. So it's curved off to the lateral side to match the angle with which your foot comes into contact with the ground. It also has two key benefits. It increases the amount of contact area you have with the ground, helping to provide further grip and slip resistance, but also provides a really smooth roll from initial contact to foot flat. And that really helps reduce fatigue on the key muscles at the front of the leg, which help also lift up the toe, helping to try and reduce localised muscle fatigue, but also trips risks in the workplace. So we're really excited by our Adapt range, which is specifically designed to improve adaptation to rough surfaces and hope to try and address those specific injuries that occur in those workplaces.